My favorite bait is a jig, pitching a jig around some heavy cover, maybe some docks. This is great for a dirty, muddy water situation when the water clarity isn't that high. And then when the water clears up, you want something that'll mimic, a shad, or you really want to look at the forage base in the lake too. So if your lake has a lot of different bait fish as far as shad, maybe some perch, you really want to match that when you're fishing. Fishing is an adrenaline rush like no other. When a fish strikes, it's just a jolt through your body. That's what you're chasing. The next bite is what you're chasing as a fisherman. Once you're chasing that next bite and that adrenaline rush, it's so addicting, you just can't stop.
When he could walk, he could fish. He was fishing competitive when he was 7 years old against grown men. Some of the best times I've had with that kid was on the water. We practiced a lot, we fished the rivers. We've been in Florida fishing offshore. And when the high school state championships, we did pretty good. We took top 5 both years. Say that's a 5'9" right there. That's a local pond, little lake around in the neighborhood.
Growing up, I really never left my dad's side. Wherever he was, I was there. No matter if it was fishing, wrestling practice, going to a football game. I think fishing brings us closer because that's something that we both share that we love. Getting into sports was definitely my parents getting me involved in them. They kind of let me choose what I really kind of fell in love with. I really enjoyed wrestling and I really enjoyed fishing. So there was a lot of decisions that had to be made getting closer to my time ending in high school. I had to really kind of pick a sport.
Brad received an offer from Adrian College, and they wanted him to come fish. Adrian College bass fishing team is usually ranked quite high in the nation. It was a very nice offer, but when Coach Chandler called, that's the dream.
Growing up, I'm so close to campus, I'm so close to East Lansing, and I've always grown up a Spartan, and I always wanted to be here. It's almost like it was, I'm gonna wrestle here or probably not gonna wrestle in college.
He came in and he opened our eyes right away. He's a positive influence within our program. We talk a lot about our program being a tight family. He just reinforces that in everything that we want to do within this program. Be a man of character, commitment, and consistency. Give all 3 of those things, and good things are gonna happen to you and to our program.
What an executed match by Wilton. Can he get, what's going to happen here?
Time expires, 2-1 with the riding time. Brad Wilton gets the win at heavyweights and wins it for Michigan State. A fired up Roger Chandler as the Spartans win 2 matches this weekend in the Big Ten.
My career in college as a wrestler, I would say it's been up and down. Had some injuries, tried to keep fighting through it. I only have so much time to do this, so I wanted to keep pushing. This year kind of came around, I was healthy, and Coach Chandler came to me and he said, "What do you think about moving up to heavyweight?" At first I was like, absolutely not. Nope, not doing it. I kind of thought about it and I was like, you know what, I'll do it.
I'm proud of him how he's handled it. He's had to change his technique, a lot more hand fighting, being patient. The coach is doing a good job of him getting around to change the technique and wrestle smart. It's definitely a mental challenge, and I think he's done a good job of that.
Wrestling at heavyweight is a completely different animal. It's like, I'm not gonna get underneath you because I'm giving up 50, 60 pounds in some of these guys. It's almost like, you gotta kind of hand fight with them and play that heavyweight game. For me, it's my speed and my conditioning. Later in the match I feel like the more comfortable I get because the bigger guys might be a little less in shape than I am. So I feel like that's a pretty good advantage that I have on my end that I can utilize.
I think where Brad gains an advantage is he's a very physical wrestler and he can hand fight with most people. Most 97-pounders can't do that with heavyweights because they're overpowered, but he's able to do that just to his commitment to strength training over the years.
Colby can't get up yet. Plastered down by Brad Wilton. And the third comes to a conclusion with a 13-5 major decision at the heavyweight spot for Brad Wilton.
Comparing wrestling with fishing, It's super comparable mentally. In a day of fishing, maybe I lost a big one during the day or earlier in the day. That's gonna mess with my head a little bit. I gotta overcome that and just keep fishing, keep grinding. That's how I can compare it to wrestling when maybe I get taken down in the first period. It's time to look forward. I got 6 whenever it was. I got that many minutes left in the match to come back and wrestle through it.
Wrestling's mental. You're out there in the center by yourself. You're fishing by yourself. This is you, your technique. Different kind of bodies of water, different guys you're wrestling, different techniques, different body of waters, different presentations, different game plan. It's all kind of relevant, in my opinion.
You know, at the end of the day, there's only 10 guys out of 35 guys within our program to actually represent this institution when they step out on the mat. I'm happy for Brad that he's gotten that opportunity.
The snap works.
He's a competitor, he's a team guy, he's a family guy, he's a guy that you want in the trenches with you.
We got a Sparty hat out here.
Growing up, being a lifetime Spartan and being able to be a part of this rebuild of the program has been super special because it's something that I'm going to be able to look back on and say, I was there. We're starting to become more competitive in the conference, and it's awesome. And to be able to keep making steps in that right direction, to being competitive with these other teams that are powerhouses, I think that's where the vision is, and that's the ultimate goal.
I'm just so proud of him, and I can't even articulate enough all the wonderful things that he's brought to this family, to his community, to his friends, to our friends. He's just a very special individual, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's next for him after graduation.
He's like my best friend. It's a dream come true for me as a dad. I hope that he has an opportunity to fulfill his dream of fishing. Like I said, me, Mom, and we'll do everything we can to help him out. I see Brad as a young man with a big future, and whatever I think he wants to do, he'll be successful.
With fishing in a few years, would hopefully be to be competitive enough to do it for a living. That would be a dream of mine, and that would be the ultimate ending for me. I would love, so I'm gonna see where that can go, and that's my goal at the moment. So maybe 5 years from now, be on the pro tour somewhere.
Growing up in Hungary, I never really thought about playing college hockey in the U.S. There's never been any NHL players coming out of Hungary. There's been a couple drafted, but no one's ever played. Just to be the first Hungarian to even play college hockey is already a huge dream come true and an accomplishment. I'm kind of making this pathway, and I hope like other Hungarians can move to the States and take this path and learn from this experience.
3-on-2, trailer far wing, all alone, far circle, Pap fires, he scores! Christoph Pap buries him blocker side as he darts up the far wing all alone.
Hockey is not really a big thing in Hungary. It's definitely growing.
We went to skate with a family friend, and he saw some hockey players there, and he wanted to skate. He wanted to play hockey immediately.
We were skating next to like a practice that was going on, which ended up being my first club. But we kind of just pushed the pucks around, and I kind of just fell in love with it. So
next week we took him to a practice. He was so happy. He was smiling all the time when he was on the ice.
I was like 5, 6 years old, and no one's in my family has ever played hockey before, and it kind of just stuck with me and never looked back.
Every summer we went to California for our family vacation. Christoph wanted to skate at LA Kings rink. I took my gear with me because we wanted to maybe get in a couple skates to see like how it was like hockey in America, right? It was coincidentally like tryout time. So I ended up trying out for the Junior Kings. One of the things I really clearly remember is just kind of not really knowing English, but I had like a coach come up to me and was talking to me, but I don't remember what he said because I couldn't really understand. All I remember is I had a great time. Nelson Emerson came to us and he said he wants him to play for him next year.
We went home and then they started saying like, you know, guys, like we might move to the States, you know, like have this big move for our family. It was a great feeling knowing that, you know, I can come to the States and play here as well. It was a super proud and important moment. I never really thought about moving to the States, but my parents always wanted to live here and give us that opportunity to grow up to be anything we want.
It was really important for us to support him in his hockey career. His passion is so big. We saw his love with hockey, and I know his dream to play in the NHL, so we always supported him.
First couple weeks and months, it was definitely the hardest. Learning English was probably hard because I sat in the classroom not understanding anything for months. You learn in school like yes, no, and then I specifically remember we learned like clown, cowboy, and I picked it up fairly quickly. Like kids learn pretty quick, so we got through it all right. As I grew older, it became more and more for hockey. The reason for why we lived in the States, I was approached by a coach on the Bell Tire team, and they wanted me to play for them. So at one point, we just made the move to Michigan. Feeling that support from my parents once again, that they're ready to just move wherever is everything a kid could ask for. And we didn't even have to, you know, it was so natural of them, and it meant everything. My parents have sacrificed so much for me that I had this goal in my head that I wanted to make it independently without having them to put even more into this. So my goal was to play college hockey with a scholarship.
I remember we were at the hockey tournament with the Honey Baked. He was talking to some colleges. He got an offer from MSU, and it was so exciting, and he always wanted to play in the Big Ten.
The moment that I committed here was one of the best moments ever in my hockey career in my life. Having to fulfill that first little dream of yours is a moment you'll never forget. It was a surreal moment once again to have a Big Ten school approach you and give you a spot on the team.
I did not know he was the first Hungarian until he got here, and that's kind of neat. And again, if you look at their national team, they're starting to get better and better. And there's some younger guys coming through that are going to probably end up playing over here and doing something similar that Christoph did. So he's a bit of a trendsetter and a pioneer, and then that's good. We want guys that are like that, and glad we could be a part of it.
It is a very good feeling to see our son succeed in what he loves to do. He works so hard for this every single day. It's the best feeling to see him succeed.
It is more than, just a sport, just to be a pioneer for a nation, and my family sacrificed a lot for it. Obviously, it's hard uprooting your whole life and moving to the other side of the world, and then just following that dream and moving to Michigan later, playing here at a collegiate level and being able to attend college as just a kid from Hungary is unbelievable,
The young Hungarian hockey players look up to him. Christoph wants to be an example for them. If they work hard, they can make it to the college hockey or the NHL.
It's definitely a big goal for me to be the first Hungarian NHL player. It's always been a dream of mine. And through it all, the most important thing is just to enjoy the ride, really, and love the journey. And I really want to just inspire, Hungary as a nation that, it can be done. I'm doing everything in order to make that dream come true.
This is where we reestablish our identity. You get an opportunity. Big games, big TV games, big stage. This is when you get your identity back. That's what we're going to do today.
It's Michigan State at home against the Boilermakers of Purdue.
And a lot of people are wondering, what can MSU do to get off the rocky territory it's been roaming on lately? Well, I think the answer is kind of simple. If you win a game, you just feel better about everything.
Absolutely. It would change everyone's attitude around here. It would lift this fog that's kind of enveloped this team right now. And they need it more than anything to get going, get into March on a winning streak, and get something going as we head into this Big Ten tournament.
Seven seconds on the shot clock. AJ has it. Now to Brown. Here comes a jumper. He got it. How about that?
And that's a guy that needed it. Gabe Brown. What a shot. What a start.
Thinks about a three. No, he's going to drive in the paint. Step back two. Good. Wow, what a move by Malik. Oh. Joy Hauser with the ball. Mid-range jump shots away. Good. Flips it into Ivy for Purdue. Working on Hogarth. He trips. He falls. It's loose. Marble's got it, now to Hogarth. It's Hogarth. Flips it to Walker for a trailing three. He got it!
Tyson Walker has been on fire from the three-point line, and he does it again there.
Michigan State 15, Purdue 11.
And more fast break points, exactly what Michigan State needs.
Under 7 now. Michigan State 22, Purdue 21.
That was designed. That was just a read. A nice play, Hogarth to Brown.
7-0 run by the Spartans over the last 120. Off the rim, no tip. Sissoko, no. And he grabs it back. And off the glass, he's fouled.
How about Matty Sissoko?
Ivy and Hogarth. He's working on it. Jump shot. What a block. And Hogarth takes it away. We're going the other way. Hogarth down the lane, back shot. Good.
Hogarth,
how about that?
Coast to coast, takes it from the All-American Ivy and finishes.
In the wing, wide open for three. Hauser. He got it. And the Boilermakers want to talk about it. Trailing now 35-28 with 2:04 to go between now and halftime. Ivy with the ball, and the ball's knocked away again. Here's Hogarth. Hauser for three. He got it! Give and go down low. Marble. Oh, what a pass by Hogarth. Michigan State 55, Purdue 44. Christie up, and he slams it. On the weave now to Christie. Christie down the lane. Oh my goodness! A lob pass to Bingham, and what a slam! We're tied at 65. 15 seconds on this shot clock. Spartans going for the final shot in the win. Walker with the ball. 4. Somebody's got to shoot. Here's the 3. He got it! He got it! Michigan State has knocked off the Boilermakers, the 4th-ranked team in all the land. The final. Michigan State 68, Purdue 65.
Seniors, you guys want to pop out in the hallway for a second? What they've done on and off the ice, and they've spent a lot of time here, you know what I mean? And that's where you guys will be. This is home for you, and all those other guys. It's a brotherhood. This has been a really good group. They've been good leaders for us. Let's rip it up for them out there tonight, right? Play enough to honor them, and as hard as you want, and what you think of them. Like I said, that's as good as 7 guys. That's a hell of a group of young men right there.
Michigan State and Penn State getting ready to go at it here at Munn Ice Arena here this evening. Drops it to Tanner Kelly, cross ice, into the slot shot, goal for Michigan State. A second effort goal by the Spartans puts Michigan State in the lead. Brings it into the zone, takes a shot, and scores! Adam Goodser, innocent looking shot on a sharp angle from the far board. Michigan State wins on senior night. The final score, Spartans 2,
Penn State won.
Yeah, what a gritty win for Michigan State, Scott. And boy, does it feel good to get one here and to get it done on senior night.
You know, the seniors all played real well tonight. Like every one of them was on, and you know, Goody gets the game-winning goal, which is awesome. And yeah, so real positive night. And you know, these 7, Louis has been here 5 years, but the other guy's been here 4 years. I mean, you get attached to guys.
It goes by fast, and you hear people say that all the time.
Oh yeah, this is always a bittersweet moment.
Let's hear it one more time for the Spartan hockey class of 2021.
The 7 seniors just came together, got down on their knees, and every one of them gave the Spartan logo at center ice a quick kiss. 7 seniors celebrated by the fans here at Munn Ice Arena.